nerds, and welcome to another edition of NES Roulette. Tonight I kind of got a surprise for you. I guess surprise for me. What is that, you ask? I'm going to be playing Maniac Mansion. That's right, an actual good game for once. And you know, I admit I've never played it. I don't know why. I've played many good games, have a lot of good games, but never played this one. So I'm really looking forward to not being disappointed for once. So, without waiting around much longer, let's get it on. Maniac Mansion was brought to the NES by a company named Jaleco, who might have been most famous for their sports games, such as the Bases Loaded series. This game was also the first time Lucasfilm dabbled into the video game world, and originally released this on the Commodore 64 and Apple II. Pretty good opening credit music. Pretty good graphics, too. I really like how each kid has their own theme song. It's like they're wrestlers being called down into the ring. Oh yay! A point-and-click game where all I have is the D-pad. Kind of reminds me of the first time I played King's Quest V on the NES after playing it on the PC first. Hold on now, I happen to recall a mouse being made for a Nintendo. Let's see here. Mouse pad. Aha. It was worth a try, I guess. I like this good old-fashioned product placement for Pepsi Cola. It appears more than once, in the fridge and in the secret room as a vending machine. So the nuclear reactor says it was made in Chernobyl. That's kind of dark considering the original release of this game was in 1987, and the Chernobyl disaster had only happened 1 year prior, where at least 31 people died and countless others are still living with the horrible side effects of radiation exposure. Great job, George Lucas. And speaking of George Lucas, he really wanted to remind you that you were playing his game. There are little Easter eggs hidden all over, like THX being on this amp, and the Indiana Jones theme playing when you turn on the radio. These random cutscenes involving the family are great. They're just odd people doing random things, like waiting on a package to be delivered, to playing an arcade, to a son discussing his ever-distant father. Why is the whole family blue? Are these guys relatives of Skeeter Valentine? From what I understand, the NES port of this game is heavily censored from the original. The best example I know of is that in the original version, your character could place Ed's hamster in the microwave to blow it up. On the NES, your character just says, "How sick."
You know, this game really isn't the easiest for the first-time player like myself. I mean, a lot of the puzzles are really tough, and maybe there's really not a way to figure out some of them that I can tell anyway. So I'm kind of going to use a walkthrough to get the entire video, because I'd really like to show you more than just 30 seconds of me fumbling around and just not being able to figure it out. Which is okay, because I know in the future I'm going to do it again. But I'd like to at least give you the whole experience as I give myself the whole experience for the first time.
So here's just one example to why I would need a walkthrough. In order to sneak through Edna's room, you have to get the yellow key from the green tentacles room. Use it to open the trunk on the car in the garage, but not before working out on the Hunk-O-Matic in order to be strong enough to open the garage door. Then you get the tools out of the trunk. You pick up the faucet handle, you go to the bathroom of the dead son, use the faucet handle on the shower to move the mummy,
read the 4-digit number, use the tools to fix the phone in the library, call the number to distract Edna, and use another kid to sneak by. And that's just one instance of the many scenarios you encounter. But it's funny because as cryptic as many of the puzzles are, to beat the game, all you have to do is flip a switch. So after all Dr. Fred put these kids through, they're just buddies now? Oh well.
So there you have it, Maniac Mansion. Great game. I really like everything about this game. I mean, it's really good. I'm really glad that I finally got to play it. I've had it for a while, but just hadn't had a chance to put it in. But happy I did. I'm really happy to hear that there's a kind of a replay value as well, because you can choose different characters and pick up different items and different storyline and twist to it, just depending upon how you play it. So in the future, I'm probably play it again. That way I can get the whole experience. But until next time, thanks for watching. Have a good evening.
And hey, if you like my video, go ahead and subscribe to my YouTube channel, where I already have some old videos and will continue to post new ones in the future. See ya!